Right now at 10, you don't see as many as you once did in Wisconsin. What you can do to lift the iconic monarch butterfly from the endangered species list.
Plus, a bit of a surprising shakeup in the Democratic primary in the race to challenge Ron Johnson for his seat in the United States Senate.
And caught on video, the moment a plane goes down in the Pacific Northwest will tell you what happened and update the condition of the pilot. That's all coming up right now at 10. Thank you for joining us tonight. International conservation leaders listed monarch butterflies as an endangered species.
And now experts here say that's a call to action to do our part to keep them alive. Armand Rahman spoke to a local environmentalist, and he shares what you can do to keep the butterflies flying high. Armand?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, the international listing doesn't mean monarchs are endangered in the U.S. yet. And since monarch butterflies use native Wisconsin plants as central breeding grounds, conservationists say it's up to us to keep their populations strong here.
Monarchs are in big trouble, and this is a really great call for action.
While it was an international body in Switzerland that labeled monarchs endangered last week, that didn't apply to our country yet.
Over the last 50 years, some of their populations have declined by upwards of 90%.
Brenna Marsacek with the nonprofit Madison Autobahn knew it meant conservation had to be kicked into overdrive here.
The Endangered Species Act is a really great thing, but it's better for a species to not get onto it in the first place.
One easy way Wisconsinites can help: plant milkweed wherever you can.
Like the seed fluff would come out.
It's the only species monarchs lay eggs on and that the caterpillars eat.
They are not as abundant as they used to be because oftentimes milkweed are found in prairies or wetlands or other habitats that we just have a lot less of now.
Part of Madison Autobahn's work is restoring more than 2,000 acres of habitat in Wisconsin. But they also offer another way to get nose to antenna with monarchs.
You see one so close up and it becomes personal for you.
You can join them in monarch tagging in the fall to track which ones migrate to Mexico.
Catching monarchs in a net, safely pulling them out, placing a tiny sticker on a specific spot on their wings so it doesn't throw off their flight pattern at all.
Marsacek hopes connecting people with monarchs will keep the insects on local plants and off the endangered species list in the U.S.
It becomes harder and harder to hear about them in decline. And on the same token, it makes it even easier to feel committed to doing something about it.
Now, milkweed isn't the only species that you can plant. Native nectar plants like cornflowers and goldenrods also help attract monarchs.
Armand, thank you. For anyone downtown tonight, a perfect evening for concerts on the square, but overnight there is a chance for some rain. Let's check in now with meteorologist Dana Fulton, our certified most accurate forecast.
We do have the chance for a few isolated showers tonight, and if you're like me and you have a pollinator garden in your front yard or in your backyard, it's nice to have a few showers coming through. Things a little dry out front currently. Temperatures today in the low 80s, a very seasonable afternoon. We started the day off in the upper 60s, so a little bit above average for our overnight lows. Right now we're in the mid 70s. Overnight temperatures not dropping down too much as we do have a little more cloud coverage and the chance for some showers overnight. Right now a few isolated showers close to the Dells, a few more rain showers off west in parts of Iowa and Minnesota. Also some thunderstorms. You can see that lightning popping up over the last 3 hours. Much of the steadier rainfall will stay south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line tonight, but we do have the chance for a few showers and storms overnight heading into tomorrow morning. Temperatures for Thursday and Friday should be quite pleasant. Sunshine in the afternoon with highs in the upper 70s. This weekend, a little bit above average in the middle 80s. And next week, for the first week of August, it's going to get hot outside. The heat turns up yet again back to the 90s. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead with your full 10-day, though, in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. A grand jury has indicted the man accused of the deadly July 4th parade shooting in Highland Park, Illinois. Today, that grand jury returned 117 counts against Robert Cremo III, including 21 counts of first-degree murder, 48 counts of attempted murder, and 48 counts of aggravated battery with a firearm. The 21-year-old is accused of climbing out of a rooftop of a nearby business and opening fire on an Independence Day parade in Highland Park. 7 people were killed, dozens more were wounded. And a string of recent mass shootings is prompting law enforcement agencies around the country to better prepare. And in Waukesha, the Sheriff's Department does regular active shooter training, but this week, they invited the media to be a part of a training session. Hearing fake gunshots and shouts of first responders made it feel very real. Reporters watched as they located the shooter, checked on victims, and got survivors out of Blair Elementary School in Waukesha.
They do try to make this as realistic as possible. We're not training in a parking lot or in the basement of our department. We're finding actual venues. We're looking at classrooms or training in schools that are still open, getting a layout of the school.
Deputy Patrick Malin says it's this kind of training that better prepared him to respond to the Waukesha Christmas parade attack last November.
A scary crash this morning along I-94 near Black River Falls is reminding people to move over and slow down. The State Patrol says just after midnight, a trooper was conducting a traffic stop when a semi-truck lost control and hit the squad car. The trooper suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The drivers of the semi and the other vehicle that was stopped were not hurt. And new tonight, a pedestrian was killed this morning after being hit by a vehicle in rural Sauk County. This happened just before 9:30 at the intersection of Durwood's Glen Road and Lebke Road outside of Baraboo. Police say the driver called 911 after the crash, stayed at the scene, and is cooperating with the investigation. New video tonight showing the small plane crashing into Puget Sound waters yesterday afternoon near Seattle's Alki Beach. A video captured by witnesses shows the plane touch down into the water, then lurch forward and begin sinking. Bystanders quickly rushed in to help the pilot, who was not hurt. A short time later, the plane was completely submerged.
Campaign 2022 coverage now. Milwaukee Bucks executive Alex Lasry is suspending his campaign for the United States Senate. To date, Lasry has spent upwards of $12 million on the race. It comes 2 days after Outagamie County Executive Tom Nelson also dropped out of the Democratic primary. And during his speech today, Lasry also endorsed the Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, who was also in attendance.
The best person to be able to defeat Ron Johnson is Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes. And I am proud to be able to stand up here and support him. He's been a friend for a really long time. And I am excited for in a few months to be able to not just call him a friend, but to be able to call him Senator Barnes.
The State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski told us today she intends to stay in the race against Lieutenant Governor Barnes, saying she is implementing a 72-county strategy that makes her the top choice to defeat Senator Johnson in November. As
for Godlewski, she was in Madison today meeting with students on the UW campus, encouraging them to get out and vote.
We know one of the most important groups that often does not vote in a non-presidential year are young people. And yet they're the ones that have the most at stake, whether it is their rights being taken away, that now women don't have the right to choose, to climate change, to even student debt and getting good jobs.
Godlewski says she will stay in the race, but polls show she has trailed Barnes by double digits, even prior to Nelson and Lasry leaving the race. And on the Republican side, former Vice President Mike Pence today endorsing Rebecca Clayfish in the race to become Wisconsin's governor. The move puts him at odds with former President Trump, who endorsed rival candidate Tim Michels.
President Biden back in the Oval Office today, less than a week after being diagnosed with COVID. He says he's back to in-person work after testing negative. Previous testing confirmed the president had the new and highly contagious BA.5 variant responsible for a surge of new cases nationwide. The president credits booster shots, expanded testing, and the antiviral treatment Paxlovid for helping him. The U.S. has offered Russia a deal aimed at bringing home 2 detained Americans.
One of them, WNBA star Brittany Griner, who returned to a Russian courtroom today trying to fight a 10-year prison sentence for drug charges. CBS's Tina Kraus has the latest on the case from London.
It was the 6th time U.S. basketball star Brittany Griner had gone before a Russian judge, this time to testify about the drug charges that could put her in prison for 10 years. Hours later in Washington, Secretary of State Antony Blinken confirmed for the first time the U.S. is taking concrete action to bring her home.
We put a substantial proposal on the table weeks ago to facilitate their release. Our governments have communicated repeatedly and directly on that proposal.
Blinken would not confirm details of the U.S. offer or speculation of a prisoner swap to bring home both Griner and American Paul Whelan. The security executive was arrested in Moscow in 2018 on espionage charges and has been sentenced to 16 years in prison. Blinken said he plans to pursue the proposal with his Russian counterpart and that President Biden has been directly involved.
He signs off on any proposal that we make, and certainly when it comes to Americans who are being arbitrarily detained abroad, including in this specific case.
The Phoenix Mercury player described making a grueling 13-hour flight to Moscow from Arizona back in February while recovering from COVID-19. She told the court her rights were not read to her when she was detained at the airport after Russian authorities say they found vape canisters with cannabis oil in her suitcase.
I still don't understand to this day how they ended up in my bag. I did not intend to break any Russian laws.
Greiner says she was questioned for hours, but the interpreter translated only a fraction of what was said before officials led her away in handcuffs. Greiner has pleaded guilty, but her defense team argues she was prescribed medical marijuana to treat pain from injuries. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
A spokesman for the National Security Council says a prisoner swap was proposed to the Russians weeks ago.
Now, Moscow has not yet accepted the deal. And new tonight, Tony Dow, an actor and director best known for portraying Wally Cleaver on the sitcom Leave It to Beaver, died this morning. Dow revealed in May he'd been diagnosed with cancer and was receiving hospice care this week. News of the actor's passing comes one day after a premature announcement of his death. Tony Dow was 77 years old. And still to come tonight, the Federal Reserve raising interest rates again today. A look at how the markets are responding.
Plus, a local bike trail getting some major help today to help push along its completion. We'll have that story next.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's warehouse clearance sale with savings up to 40% off, plus instant cashback and free financing. Two-piece living room sets from $7.99, sectionals $9.99, queen mattress just $2.99. Only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike, because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Pick and Save, we believe local produce shouldn't be hard to find. That's why we work with local farms right in our own backyard to bring you fresher than fresh produce.
You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me. Oh, baby, you.
Because shopping for local produce should be as easy as shopping at your local Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
I want to share my story so others can know that they are not alone.
When my mom and dad were first expecting, the pregnancy had complications and there was very little chance of survival. My mom's health was at risk too. She chose to end the pregnancy.
It was my decision, not some politicians.
Every woman should have the right to make her own decision. And I'll fight alongside you every step of the way until you do. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
Your local Medicare plans have all of the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better because you're working with local agents who know the doctors, specialists, and the hospital networks inside and out. You're not going to get that talking to a national call center wanting to check your zip code.
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The Back to School Savings Event only at A1 Furniture.
A powerful film is raising awareness and support for people on the autism spectrum.
Tomorrow, Josh Sprite tells you about a special viewing event right here in the 608.
And we know temperatures will be above average, but just how warm? That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The North Mendota Trail in Middleton took another step toward completion today.
Dane County gave the city $1 million to complete another segment of it, connect the intersection of Highland Way and Century Avenue to the eastern city limits near Signature Drive.
Time and time again, bike trails are the #1 request of people in our community. So we've invested a lot of time and energy and resources into building an outstanding network of trails.
As of now, the 4-mile North Mendota Trail connects Wanakee to the town of Westport. Eventually, the trail will connect to Mendota County Park in Middleton. Over the last 5 years, the county has spent almost $2.5 million to plan and develop the trail.
The Federal Reserve raised interest rates for the 4th time since March as it continues to battle record inflation. Rates went up 0.75%. Americans can expect to see business loans, mortgages, and credit card rates go up, but it will also hopefully bring prices down.
We're not trying to have a recession, and we don't think we have to. We think that there's a path for us to be able to bring inflation down while sustaining a strong labor market. Tools we need.
Chairman Jerome Powell says more hikes are likely as the central bank tries to slow rising prices. Consumer prices shot up more than 9% in June, far higher than the Fed's 2% target.
And the Federal Reserve's hike generated a huge rally on Wall Street today. The Nasdaq showed an impressive 4% gain. Investors in the Dow and S&P 500 were also encouraged by the news with the Fed, as you just heard, hopes will hold off a recession. Ford is flourishing. The company posted much better than expected profits and revenue in the second quarter. The auto industry has been struggling with supply chain problems and limited vehicle inventory amid the pandemic. With demand outpacing supply, retail car prices hit record levels in recent months, and those higher vehicle prices helped Ford achieve some admirable results. Well, check this out. Sprite has been recognized for decades, of course, by its green cans and bottles, but Coca-Cola announced today it is retiring Sprite's green plastic bottles for more environmentally friendly clear ones. Now, Sprite's current plastic contains green polyethylene terephthalate, or PET. Now, that's an additive that cannot be recycled, but the clear bottles can be recycled into new ones, and that change will take effect starting in August.
The Mega Millions jackpot has skyrocketed to $1.02 billion after no ticket matched all 6 winning numbers in last night's drawing. Although no one hit the jackpot, some winners claimed big prizes. There were 8 tickets that won $1 million each after matching the first 5 numbers. If there is a winning ticket Friday, the $1.02 billion jackpot will be the 3rd largest Mega Millions jackpot prize in the game's 20-year history. All right, so Friday it is.
Yes.
All right, here's Dana with a look and hopefully some lucky weather for Friday as well.
Lucky weather, some good news, I think, some good numbers in the forecast for the next few days. Not lottery numbers, but comfortable temperatures at least. Tonight we do have the chance for a few showers. In fact, looking at our Doppler track right now, some of those showers starting to creep in right along I-90 north of the Dells, and some steadier rainfall close to La Crosse. A few thunderstorms currently in Iowa and Minnesota. Most of that steadier rainfall, though, is going to stay south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. But if you left the car windows down outside, I would roll them up before you head to bed, because we do have the chance for some showers overnight. A few raindrops coming through, not a lot of accumulation, but we could see some steady showers in spots between midnight and daybreak. For Thursday and Friday, high temperatures will be in the 70s. Enjoy it, because it does get hotter next week. Dry weather expected through the weekend, and then the focus next week will be that jump up in our afternoon highs. Overnight, the chance for some showers, possibly a few rumbles of thunder before sunrise on Thursday. Temperatures falling down to about 60 early tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon, sunshine with high temperatures in the upper 70s. Just a little bit below average, but quite comfortable outside for Thursday. And if you don't get the opportunity to enjoy Thursday, thankfully, we get a repeat performance on Friday. Friday also expecting sunshine with high temperatures in the upper 70s. That breeze still coming in from the west-northwest. Rainfall totals tonight under 1/10 of an inch for most of southern Wisconsin. Some isolated areas could pick up close to 1/4 of an inch if we do see some of those steadier spots, but notice most of us staying pretty dry. The steadier rainfall trending south of that Wisconsin-Illinois state line. Temperatures tomorrow in the upper 70s, mostly sunny and just pleasant when it's 78 and sunny outside. A nice summertime day. Wind speeds about 8 to 15 miles per hour. We'll stay sunny for Friday with high temperatures in the upper 70s. Notice these overnight lows also. If you're someone who's enjoying windows open weather, having overnight temperatures in the 50s will be quite comfortable outside early in the day. Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny, high temperatures in the mid to low 80s. So we start to warm back up a little bit this weekend into the start of next week. And for the start of next week, we will see the chance for some showers. Monday comes along with the chance for showers and storms. High temperatures next week in the middle 80s. That means heat index readings close to 90 for the back half of next week. Temperatures climb into the low 90s for several afternoons. It's going to be toasty outside with those heat index readings expected to climb to the middle to upper 90s for Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll start talking about quite a little warming trend for the first week of August.
But all city swim meets start throwing up great weather for the next 3 days. Dana, thank you. And coming up next in sports, we are all over the Midwest. The Pack back in action. Training camp gets underway in Green Bay. Plus, we'll also head to Indianapolis for Big Ten Football Media Day. Visit with the Badgers. That's next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U.
For a limited time, get free kids' glasses and eye exam only at Stanton Optical. Walk-ins welcome.
I'm U.S. Senate candidate Peter Pekarsky, and I don't own an NBA franchise. I'm not a mega billionaire or a career politician. I don't host lingerie parties or accept PAC money. I've never claimed I had a degree when I didn't. I may not be filthy rich, but I'm the only candidate that has the balls to protect your rights and get the job done.
It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do, you got a lovely day to do it in, that's true. And I hope
cars built with safety in mind, even for those guys. The Volkswagen Atlas with standard front assist. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the spacious 2022 Atlas. Limited inventory available.
You should come with me to the Wisconsin. Great state of Wisconsin State Fair.
Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular, August 4th through the 14th.
In a recent clinical study,
patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity,
using less or a lot less oral pain medicines,
and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Hi, I'm Scott Walker. Please join me in voting for Rebecca Clayfish for governor. Rebecca stood with me as we took on the big government special interest and cut taxes. While Rebecca and I were fighting for reform, Tim Michael's company was teaming up with the union bosses and those lobbying for a gas tax increase. Rebecca and I knew that these increases would hurt Wisconsin families, so we stopped them. There's only one conservative fighter in the race for governor. Her name is Rebecca Clayfish.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of summer on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $400 at Lens Crafters, over $200 at Walmart, and over $150 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
It is easy to spot Aaron Rodgers on the practice field at training camp in his red "Do Not Touch" number 12 jersey. But today, just as many eyes were on those catching his passes, and it's number 13, not number 12, who might be feeling the most pressure. Jordan Reed was in Green Bay to find out how he's responding to it.
The energy is high and the mindset is hungry here in Green Bay as the Pack officially get training camp going. The numbers on the practice field looking a little different this morning than previous years since a couple of players got traded this offseason. The biggest, Davante Adams to Las Vegas. His absence leaves a big void. And the big question, who's going to become the MVP's go-to at wide receiver? Today, we may have found out.
I like a hungry Allen Lazard. From Davante to Allen, it's going to be, a transition, but he's capable of a lot. Since his first day here, he's turned heads, and so it's not surprising him to go out and have a really consistent day today.
There's nothing like those reps with a guy like number 12. I mean, that's as easy as I can put it for you. So it's important to get all those guys as many reps with him as possible, whether it's, full speed or walk through.
I've never wavered on
the belief in myself to be able to step up. You know, obviously when Devontae was here, his talent is extreme, is tremendous. You know, undoubtedly he's the best wide receiver in the league right now, and probably will be for a while. But that doesn't mean that I'm far behind him from that standpoint. I think that was my biggest thing when I first came here, is that I just wanted to earn his respect. I knew earning his respect was showing up every single day, working my ass off, and being consistent. And I think gradually as time went on, we built this chemistry, and it kept growing from that.
There's going to be a little bit of a grace period as we get to know each other, starting quarterback to #1 receiver, but you know, I think today was a good day.
While that situation continues to play out, the team is also making adjustments due to players landing on the PUP list. David Bakhtiari is on it. He says he had another procedure this offseason and that his knee feels normal now, but it's about getting that normal feeling when he plays. And when he's ready, he'll be out there. In Green Bay, Jordan Reed, News 3 Sports.
And as we know, training camp isn't just about the players. Fans filled the bleachers at Nitschke Field watching the latest version of the team in action. Today was one of 3 open practices this week. If you want to head up, the others are tomorrow and Saturday morning as well. Both start at 10:30 in the morning. So Jordan was in Green Bay. Zach Hanley was down in Indianapolis for Big Ten football media days. 7 months after the Badgers' Las Vegas Bowl win, 3 Badgers and Paul Christ were at the podium again, media days. And Zach asked what's driving them heading into the fall.
The 2022 Wisconsin Badgers going to look a little different. They have a new offensive coordinator, a handful of transfers, and have to replace 8 starters from a defense that was the best in the country. What hasn't changed, though, their goal: win a Big Ten championship, something this group knows hasn't been done in a while.
I remind the guys frequently, man, whenever we're working out, I say, look at the board. 2012, like, that's sad. You know what I mean? That's not Wisconsin football. Like, that's sad. So I'm looking to restore order.
How do you want to be remembered? Who do you want to be remembered by? Like, and what for? So I feel like just looking at that and making it known that we haven't won in however many years, 10 years, like, that means we have a lot of work to do. You're not on top yet.
At Wisconsin, we're expected to win every year. You know, that doesn't cut it here. I came here to win championships. You know, I didn't come here to sit on my couch and watch it on TV.
That should be your goal. So I'd just say the drive, like, the guys are truly hungry, and we're doing it for each other because we love each other, and that's all you can ask for in a team.
The road back to Indy begins August 3rd for the Badgers when they kick off fall camp, and as Nick Herbig put it, I can't wait to ball with these dudes. At Lucas Oil Stadium, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
And the Bucs are releasing a new set of so-called Statement Edition jerseys. The team says they are based around the Fear the Deer moniker. Jerseys look relatively similar to their typical uniforms, but do have a black base color and add in a bit of a flourish in the form of deer antlers as side accents in their traditional cream color. The Statement Edition uniforms will be used as alternates next season, and we'll be right back.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's warehouse clearance sale with savings up to 40% off, plus instant cashback and free financing. 2-piece living room sets from $7.99, sectionals $9.99, queen mattress just $2.99. Only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
As owner of Wisconsin's largest construction company, I have a blueprint, a plan for every project. So here's mine for Wisconsin. I'll stand up to the radical left and their socialist agenda. We'll back the blue and get tough on violent crime. Bad guys, they're not gonna like me. I'll crack down on election fraud and keep schools open 5 days a week, no matter what Fauci says. I'm Tim Michaels, and that's my plan. Now let's get to work.
It's Daily Deals from Hy-Vee. This Thursday, get a 24-pack of Pepsi products, only $5.99. Hy-Vee potato chips, only 99 cents. Fresh Express garden salad, only 77 cents. And buy 1 Market Grill breakfast, get 1 free. Thursday only. And save even more during Red, White, and Fuel. Right now, save up to $4.50 per gallon with your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
It's Slumberland's anniversary sale, and to celebrate, we're stacking the deals. Buy any sofa or sectional and get 20% off your second purchase. Now for the stacking, get another 20% off both items.
20 plus another 20?
Yep, and there's more. Buy any recliner or accent chair and get 20% off your second purchase. and stack an additional 20% off both items.
Discounts? On top of discounts?
Plus, we are still offering great special financing at Slumberland Furniture.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer. The summer supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level.
Choose Flex Buy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% APR financing for 66 months.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing families $5 grand more for their necessities. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The back-to-school savings event only at A1 Furniture.
Surviving a brush with the Widowmaker, Thursday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Dana's back. She's got a final check of the fort. Really nice temperatures.
Ooh, yes.
And lots of sun the next few days.
A lot of sunshine
Thank you
expected.
for that.
I deliver every once in a while. Things work out. Today, of course, was nice and seasonable in the low 80s. Thursday and Friday in the upper 70s with mostly sunny skies. Should be really pleasant in the afternoon and evenings. And notice those overnight temperatures dropping to the 50s. So if you're someone who's enjoying this open window weather kind of forecast, it'll feel really nice early in the day. Now, sunshine expected for Saturday and Sunday, but temperatures notice getting a little warmer, back to the mid 80s. And next week, we see a chance for rain early in the week and then quite a warm up for the back half of the week. In fact, it's going to be hot for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. High temperatures in the 90s, heat index readings in the middle to upper 90s, possibly even close to 100. Ooh, water, hydrate.
All good. You know, we don't want summer to be gone just yet.
Yeah, I know you like the
We're the summer team.
I know.
Thanks for joining us, folks.
Do something good. We'll see you tomorrow.